Hey, I'm Sarah, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to take you through my Stockholm vlog today. We travelled to Stockholm over the Christmas period. We had an amazing time. If you haven't been, I would highly recommend it. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy the footage. And if you stay till the end of the video, I'm going to talk you through how much it costs to go to Stockholm over Christmas and everything we spent to get there, when we were there, and all of the activities we did. So please stay tuned for that. Please like and subscribe, it really does help my channel, and yeah, enjoy our Stockholm Christmas vlog. what did we spend on a week in Stockholm? Now, we went over Christmas, so we were away from the 22nd to the 29th of December. And so that meant we had Christmas Day there and obviously Boxing Day and so on. So we knew it was going to be more expensive than traveling outside of that time. And we did budget for our holiday and were prepared to pay what we paid. So it wasn't something we did off the cuff. We talked about it. We budget for our holidays every year and we decided that this was where we wanted to spend our money. So I'll take you through each sort of category of spending and I'll give you the total cost as well. And hopefully it gives you a bit of an insight into how much you need to save or spend when you're in Stockholm. And if you're thinking about going there for Christmas, you'll have an idea of what it cost. So we flew to Stockholm and we flew from Heathrow and we decided to take business class flights. We've flown to Stockholm a couple of times before and we didn't have business class flights booked originally. We just had normal economy flights, but we had our flights are with BA and there was a deal going on before we left. I think it was in November, so it might have been like a Black Friday deal where you could upgrade to business class for, I think it was like £90 or something like that. It wasn't very expensive per person. So in total for our flights, we did upgrade both ways. So we flew business class there and we flew business class on the way back. But we flew business class with these deals and discounts that we got with BA. So in total for two people to fly to Stockholm from Heathrow was £744.44. With business class, you basically get a meal on the flight, you get 3 seats, but the middle seat is kept free, one each, and you've got a little bit more leg room and it's a separate cabin to economy, and you get on and off the flight first. You can use the business class lounges, and yeah, it's just a bit of an upgraded experience. And usually we save business class for long haul flights if we are going to spend money on that, and we try and get deals where possible, or we go premium economy. But for the price we paid, we just thought it was reasonable for the Christmas period. When we got to Heathrow, we were flying early the next morning, so we stayed in a hotel, we stayed in the Sofitel, and we had to pay for a week's parking. And in total, that was £252.15 for the hotel for the night before we flew, and for the parking, which I thought was quite reasonable. We then had to get an Uber from the airport in Stockholm to our hotel, and we had an Uber back to the airport as well when we left. So in total, for both trips, the Uber was £80. So essentially £40 each way, if you like, each trip. We stayed in the Grand Hotel. It's our favourite hotel in Stockholm. In fact, it's one of the nicest hotels I've ever stayed in. And for what you get, I think it's really well priced. I've stayed in hotels that cost way more for a week and are nowhere near as nice. It's 5 star, it's on the water, it looks over the Royal Palace, it's just beautiful. And we decided that that's where we wanted to stay. And we signed up to something called the Leaders Club, which is like leading hotels of the world. And we got a better rate there than we could get anywhere. So our rate for a week, inclusive of breakfast, was £2,874.77. And we actually got upgraded when we got there, so that was a nice touch as well. And we had early check-in and late checkout, which was really nice. We used the spa, so on Christmas Eve we went to the spa, and you do have to pay for that. You don't get it free with the hotel. You can use the gym with the hotel, but you don't get the spa access. So for two people to use the spa was £120. The spa is amazing, so it was definitely worth it. It was quite busy though, so, and again, we went on Christmas Eve, so there's not really that much more to do on Christmas Eve evening, so to be expected really, but it was a lovely experience all the same. We did a tour of the local food market. So there's a big food market. There are actually quite a few in Stockholm, but we went to the biggest one in, I think it's called Ulstermalm, and we met our guide there. Her name was Lena. She was really lovely, and she took us around the food market. She told us a little bit about the history. She gave us a tour. We went to a couple of different food stands and we tried different vendors' foods. We tried some toastskagen, we tried some local sort of deli meats, we tried some cake. Yeah, it was really lovely. And at the end, she took us to a restaurant where she'd booked a meal for us, and we had a lovely meal there as well. So that was a really worthwhile experience. I would recommend it. And it was £158 for two people to do the food tour. I think it lasted about 2.5 hours as well. We then went on an archipelago tour. So Stockholm is made up of islands, and you can get a boat and you can tour around the islands. We've done it before, but this time we decided to do it with lunch. So you jump on the boat. It's an old boat. It's really beautiful. I have some clips that I've shown you. And you have like a buffet lunch, and it's all traditional Swedish food and desserts, and you pay for your tea and coffee when you're there, but everything else is included. And for two people to go on that boat cruise was £100. So again, really worthwhile. I would recommend that. It was £50 each. And then the rest of our money we basically spent on coffee, eating out, or eating in the hotel, because we had room service on quite a few nights, which amazing. We had a lovely hotel room. We really made the most of it and stayed in quite regularly. We only went out to eat 2 evenings. So we spent money on coffee, room service, eating out at 2 lovely restaurants. We went to a place called Riche and Asian Post Office. We did have a couple of lunches out as well. We went to the ABBA Museum. We went to the Vasa Museum. We went to the gingerbread exhibition. It was like a gingerbread house competition that they have every year. We went to the Christmas market. So all of that stuff I kind of put in eating out and activities, and we budgeted £1,500 for that, and we came in at £1,500. So our spending for the week was £1,500 for all of those things. So in total for our trip to Sweden over the Christmas period, we spent £5,829.36. So let me know what you think. I think that's reasonable for two people to go away for Christmas. I would say Sweden is probably quite an expensive place to go. Can be similar to London prices, but you can find free activities or cheap activities. We walked most places. We didn't get an Uber other than, I think, the airport back and forth, and it's really easy to get around. So, public transport is good. So we didn't spend anything on transportation, and we stayed in a lovely hotel. We wanted to treat ourselves. We'd budgeted for this holiday, and we really enjoyed it. So if you are going to Stockholm, I would highly recommend, budgeting for it, making sure that you can do the things you want to do. You don't have to stay in the same hotel that we did. There's a great range of hotels for all budgets. And yeah, we loved it. We really enjoyed it. It was the perfect Christmas holiday for us. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. How was your Christmas? What did you spend? Did you go on holiday? Are you planning on going on holiday this year? And if so, what's your budget? Please like and subscribe. It really does help my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.